Ready to go.
Okay. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Today we're doing a stage 1 upgrade for Harbor Freight Predator. This is a whole lot easier than you think. So let's get started. Now the basic parts we're going to need are some jets, a new air cleaner, and an exhaust pipe. Now notice I've got one that's got the little threads on the back end, and that way we can throw a muffler on it if we want to for those days when we just don't want to make that much noise. We're going to upgrade the carburetor with new jets and a new emulsifier. The emulsifier has slightly larger holes, and the jet has a larger center hole. So you'll notice that I've got 3 different sizes. Every time I buy the kit, it's about $6, $7, and it comes with 3 different jets. I'm going with the 36s because I know the engine responds well to this jet, and you'll get all the horsepower you need out of it. Now, these are for bigger upgrades. The stock jet is a 0.28. So you can imagine a 0.36 is a gigantic upgrade. And for those of you wondering why we're not going with a Mikuni style carburetor, it's simple. You will not get more horsepower out of a Mikuni versus the factory carburetor for stage 1. The engine can only eat so much air, and this will supply more than the engine can eat, even with the upgrade. Now today we're working on a Hemi motor, and you can recognize it by the different valve cover. The Hemis always have the darker valve covers on them. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull the air box off. Now, I see a couple of different air boxes on these, depending on when it was made, I guess. But let's get you out of the way. Notice the big long hose. We're going to take him and we're just going to cut him someplace. It can make it a little bit obnoxious to get the air box off. So we'll pull it off here, and we'll pull it back through here. And with some of these, the vent just goes inside this box, and that's it. There we go. Now we'll pull it through here. And this is nothing more than a fuel vent. Also makes for an overflow. Now our airbox should come off. Let's see what's holding us on now. There we go. And we get the old airbox out of the way. Now we're not going to take the carburetor the rest of the way off, but you could if you wanted to. All you have to do is pop the linkage off. Now this is a brand new motor that's never seen any fuel at all. Let's see, 10 millimeter. We're going to grab our handy 10 millimeter wrench and take the bowl off the bottom of the carburetor. Now, changed my mind. Let's go ahead and pull the carburetor off. Since it is a quote-unquote clean carburetor, it's never seen fuel. So it's not going to be messy at all. Pull the fuel line off. And then we'll back it out. And once you get the carburetor most of the way off, linkage pops right off. And there we go. Now she's free. Now, how's our angle? Let's bring our angle down a little bit. Now we're going to go ahead and pull the bowl off. There we go. And this will allow us access to our jets. And your jets are all the way down straight in here. Well, we can take our really long skinny screwdriver. Sometimes these jets are a real pain in the neck to get out, and sometimes they come out really easy like that. And there's our old emulsifier and our old jet. So we're going to put it off to the side because we don't want to confuse them. Now we'll drop our new jet in. Or I'm sorry, our new emulsifier. And we'll toss our new jet in, and we're using the 36. And like I said, we're using the 36 because it'll give us more than enough fuel. The old guy was a 28. And there you go. Now the only thing we've got left is to put the ball back on. And for this is just a drain plug and nothing else. So put it in a manner where you can get to it easily. Make sure she's nice and tight. And this is ready to go back on the engine. That's it. We've still got our gasket in place from before. So put it halfway on. I hit the gas. And linkage goes on easy that way. Now I'm going to grab my pliers to do this part. And there you have it. Carburetor is ready to go back together. As we scoot it back, we'll put our fuel line back on. Now, part of the reason we're upgrading this engine, we don't always upgrade them, is this one's going in a go-kart. And it's a big frame go-kart. And it just looks like it'll have a lot more entertainment value with more horsepower. Usually when we build a go-kart, we're building them for kids. And we don't really need more than the stock horsepower. Now, 6.5 will carry a go-kart pretty well. It's more than enough to do donuts. Okay, and that's that. Okay, now that we've got our carburetor on, put our gasket back in place. And we'll add our little cuff. And the cuff is just for the air filter. It gives the air filter something to bolt to. Get the thread started on one. And with this will curve off to the side when you put it on. Unless you get the bolts started pretty good on both of them. It'll try to pull to one side when you tighten it, as you can see, like that. If we went a little too far. Make sure she's extra snug. Make sure she's extra snug. It looks good. And now the only thing you've got left for your air is to throw that on. Toss our little clamp on. And that's it. Now we've got more horsepower for free. Well, for 20 bucks anyway. So now we're going to take our exhaust pipe off. There's one. And there's the other. And for the exhaust, it's just really that easy. Now for this, we'll attach our pipe, put the bolts back on, and call it finished. And she's ready to go. And she's got a whole lot more horsepower and torque than she had out of the box. Now you notice we did not touch the governor. Changing the governor out will not give you any bottom end at all. What it does is it gives you more top end. It'll give you a higher RPM. And without changing the valve springs and the flywheel, you shouldn't have that RPM. It's just going to blow the motor up. So, all you new people out there, if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. It's free, and it's what we work for. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.